Okay, so before it gets too noisy, I should start my app. So it's 10 o'clock, and I'm supposed to be running 5 kilometers with Derek, but unfortunately he forgot to tell me that he doesn't want to do it today. So I'm going to have to do Derek's run without him. We'll see how this goes.
Workout started.
Workout started.
Steady.
All right.
Kilometers at 7 minutes 20 seconds per kilometer. Go.
Yeah, he's a little bit nervous about going to work after he runs. And I said to him, why? I said, because you get too excited? He said, well, I'm a little bit nervous about going back to work anyway. He's taken 2 weeks off and he works at noon, but it's only 10. He's a bit like me. He has to be in the right frame of mind. Anyway, this is just a test. It is Friday, and this is quite a noisy street, as you can no doubt hear. I would be interested to see how much quicker I will do this run without Derek. He's running about my speed. Today I got a message from a friend of mine on Daily Mile, a guy who lives in Yellowknife. Now that is, I'm not sure if it's north of 60, but it could easily be north of 60. He's going to be a few hundred miles south of where he normally lives. He wants to run on my Mount Doug, as he called it. Hi. Well, I got up this morning around 7:30, I guess. Made a fire and had my breakfast. I made a fire because the house was cold from last night. We're only using the wood stove, the fireplace, I should say, for heating. Which means that by midnight, there's no more heat. Hi. So on these colder mornings, if I'm going to spend anything more than half an hour in the house, I might light a fire. Even if it goes out while I'm away, it will take the chill off. So, my saga today was get the early bus to Esquimalt, having cycled to the bus stop. which is near where I want to buy my groceries and a rake. Yes, indeed. Raking season is here. I think I have the volume on the Runkeeper Lady just about right today. I hope so. I can't hear it today, so it should be pretty quiet. But this is around the 1 kilometer mark. I'm holding the phone in my hand, in its bag. Pretty soon I'm going to be in the quiet neighborhood. Because I caught the early bus, I had time to kill at this end. So I went to McDonald's and had a couple of hash browns and a black coffee. So I'm fully fueled. I figured that I would do this run, go back, buy my groceries and my rake, and go home. And spend a little bit of time in the brewery. I have to siphon the beer, the week-old beer, 1 week old, into the glass jar, the big 5-gallon glass bottle, for it to finish fermenting. By Monday I should be bottling, maybe Tuesday I'll be bottling beer. Today is Friday, so it's going to have about 4 more days to finish.
Workout average pace, 6 minutes, 38 seconds per kilometer.
This is the first little bit of uphill. As you could probably tell, I'm working quite hard up this little hill. It's only going to be 5 kilometers, so I might as well push a little bit. So it'll probably be 34 minutes, which is ideal length for my recording. I'm very happy with Suzanne's submission the other day. It gave me a chance to do that first 6 minutes without having to talk. All I had to do was run. And then after the 6-minute reminder, I knew that Suzanne had finished speaking. I gave it a few seconds. But feel free to send. Six minutes would be nice. 2 minutes or 4 minutes. I do get those reminders. So
1 minute, 11 seconds. Ahead.
well, I heard that. So that is good. Another little bit of uphill. This is quite a rolling neighborhood. It's hilly off the edge of the water, so it backs onto a hill. So depending which way you're running, you're either running flat along the ridge or along the terrace or whatever, first shoulder back from the edge. Nowhere near as steep as Barcelona. Barcelona is more like San Francisco. I think I'll put this one out as soon as I get back, just as a bonus show. I'll probably delete it. But I didn't want this to be an entire waste of trip. Not only have I picked up a bus pass, which gives me unlimited transport today in Victoria.
1 minute, 27 seconds. Ahead.
But it also means that I don't necessarily have to rush straight back. This is Derek and my traditional hike section. So the last time we spoke to you, well, the last time I spoke to you, I was talking about Mavis's final move. Yep, we now have dealt with all her surplus furniture and cleared out her apartment. Almost at the top. But the one advantage of having the pace set for me is I knew I was minute plus ahead of my pace, and I think it's still at 7:20, which was yesterday's pace setting for my run with Graham. That would explain why I'm a minute and a bit ahead, because I'm at about 2 kilometers. So I can start running again now. If the hill isn't too steep, I start running as it levels off a bit.
Per kilometer. 53 seconds. Ahead.
Rock Heights Avenue. from Hutchinson Avenue. This will take me to Lamson, which is where the bus brought me 40 minutes ago. So everything is working fine here. Nothing hurts. Had a few good nights sleep. It's always good. I thought that was a ship's hooter, but it's not. It's one of those float planes taking off from the inner harbour, flying probably to Vancouver. I think they have an hourly flight. It's a nice thing about living on an island. There is no land connection, there's no bridge. So the only way to get to Victoria from Vancouver is either by boat
1 minute,
or
14
plane.
seconds. Ahead.
Excuse me. Those were my hash browns. Yeah, well, not wanting to be stymied by Derek's change of plan, I decided to record this submission as a bonus. I've already clocked 10 minutes on the bike. This is going to be 34 minutes. And 10 minutes home. That's about an hour.
Halfway to your goal.
So now I'm at 2.5 kilometers now. Using the Spreaker Studio app. No earbuds. A wireless recording. It's going to get noisy again for a second. I think Derek forgot when I spoke to him on, when was it? Tuesday. He forgot that he was supposed to be going back to work. I should be this much ahead of usual timing because Derek and I quite often walk this hill. It's around the 3 kilometer mark. I have a fair amount of raking to do today. They come around towards the end of November with their vacuum sweeper truck. And they take the leaves from the sidewalk.
1 minute, 44 seconds ahead.
Just noticing how many
Distance 3
people
kilometers. Cadence
are
86.
taking
Workout average pace
the push-up
6
challenge.
minutes, 45 seconds per kilometer.
I did my push-ups in August. And I chose from the get-go not to nominate anyone other than just put it out there for them to do. Should they want to. It's all to do with perceived effort and attainable goals. I will say no more about that. Just coming up on Esquimalt Road. This is where I started, a couple of blocks over. Now I go down 2 blocks, across 2 blocks, and back up again 2 blocks. This is indeed the Dove Run, and I have to press the walkway sign, and the guy will tell me to wait. Wait. I'm waiting. Alright, I got the light now. There's a letter carrier running towards the crossway. She obviously wanted to make it on the same light as I did. Letter carriers or postal workers. That's what they call them here. They don't call them mailmen or mail women or postmen. They're either postal workers or letter carriers. But nowadays they don't carry too many letters. It's mainly bills and parcels, small parcels. But now they're using small vans that they drive themselves for delivering all the stuff that we order online. So I have to remember to turn on Witchbury. The 1 block away. Because I'm recording this on the studio app, I could actually post it from McDonald's when I get back, because I'm going to have to wait for the bus. I have to wait for a bus. Could be any of 2 or 3 buses on that road. If I take the first bus, it'll either take me on an adventure downtown, or it'll take me back to my bike. Let's see. We will let fate decide as I turn on Witchbury Avenue, WYCH Murray Ave. This is normally where we get the 4
2 minutes, 35
kilometer
seconds
reminder.
ahead.
That was the 2-minute repeating pace guide. The next one will have the cadence and the distance.
Distance 4 kilometers. Cadence 82. Workout average pace 6 minutes 39 seconds per kilometer.
Yep, I heard that. I'm hoping that the acoustic balance is correct between her and me. Not running with Derek makes it easier for me to record when I don't have the Sony. Derek's voice is very low because he's further away from the microphone of the phone. When I'm running solo, the phone is always approximately the same distance from my face, even though it's swinging through an arc. My shoulder is about in the same spot as my chin.
Three minutes 7 seconds ahead.
So I turn onto Fraser as I go past the little Santa Fe style adobe house with its drooping sunflower. So less than a kilometer to go. And I have taken one less walk break. I'll go on the grass. Hi.
What is it?
There was a woman pushing a buggy with her school-age kid by her side. We're taking up most of the sidewalk, the three of them. I ran on the front lawn of somebody's house.
3 minutes.
As I remember
27
telling you,
seconds. Ahead.
very few front fences on these properties. I'm now level with the back of the Esquimalt Rec Center, where they're having a Japanese cultural fair on Saturday. Norma also comes to play pickleball here once a week. But she doesn't like the hard cement floor. That was the sound of a small compressor. And that's the sound of a small bobcat. As I turn back onto Esquimalt Road and finish the loop where I started, I will say goodbye. Hello. I will say goodbye to you now on this noisy stretch of road and send this up to you right away. Bye-bye from Friday, the bonus update. Running solo in Esquimalt. Hi.
Distance 5 kilometers. Cadence 87. Workout average pace 6 minutes 33 seconds per kilometer. Interval statistics. Distance 5 kilometers. Cadence 84. Workout average pace 6 minutes 33 seconds per kilometer. Workout paused. Workout stopped.